It's gonna keep getting steeper here. Starting to have my ears pop. Temperature's rising on me.
For the day I break these chains, I'm bound for the life of the simple things.
I usually like to get out of here before the shops open, but you know, they opened early. It's not even 8 o'clock yet. Car's doing good on the tow dolly. No problem with the straps loosening up pretty much the whole way. I probably didn't even need to try to tighten them after we left Phoenix. I mean, usually they loosen up some. I must have tightened them pretty good. So I always get a kick out of the solar farms over here, and we have one right out there. Those are pretty cool to me. It's nice being in the desert, makes that worth it. But those aren't solar panels like in the normal understanding of solar panels for solar, like you and I would put on our house. This is what they call thermal solar. So they're using mirrors to heat up oil, superheated oil, and then transferring that into a hydro generator plant and turning a turbine to produce electricity. Much cooler setup, more efficient than our solar panels that we have on the RVs or the house. Well, up there ahead we got some mountains coming up. They're pretty to look at while you're driving, but they're not quite nearly as pretty to drive through. So it'll be the first test that we've had with the car here towing behind this RV. It's the first time we'll have towed through any kind of like hills or mountains. These don't look too bad, but hopefully it's not a climb, a long drawn out climb. Heading into the mountains now. Gonna start climbing. Took her out of overdrive here. These look like they're just foothills though, so it should be okay. I've been taught the 460 engine shouldn't be driven over 3,000 RPM, so looks like I might need to bump it back down. Now we're actually starting to get into the Fortuna Foothills just before Yuma. I was a little wrong earlier. I thought I was a little further along than I was, first of all. Second, you know, the first time you're ever towing through any kind of steep terrain, you know, you're like, oh, is this the big one? They're up there ahead. I'm figuring I'm about 20 miles away from the climb. There we are. That's where we enter the foothills. If you see, the road cuts around and heads right up there, right through the rocks there. It's just about time to take her out of overdrive and see how this climb goes. Here we go. The road's wrapping around here. She's starting to drop speed on me. Down to 50 now already. Might have to downshift here. Got a semi passing me. That's not a good thing. It's gonna keep getting steeper here. Starting to have my ears pop. Temperature's rising on me. I think I'm gonna slow down a little bit. Getting close to the top. Down to about 40, 45 miles an hour. Temperature still in the normal range. we're starting to flatten out. I think we made it all the way through. She's picking speed back up to 55. Temperatures starting to stop to rise. Starting to fall again. Looks like we made it through pretty good. Temperature on its way down, speed on its way up, and we've begun the descent. Went pretty good. I'm pretty happy with how she made it through the foothills here. Although, you know, that temperature did get about middle of normal instead of running on the cool end. So she was working quite a bit harder. We'll have to see how she does through a long stretch of mountains. I think I'm going to make sure when I go through the pass headed into San Diego that I start off with the engine cool. I think I'll grab lunch or something. And there we are, back to 2,000 RPM, 55 miles an hour, and good temperature gauge. We're in Yuma now. Getting ready to go over the river here. Here we go, over the Colorado River. There she flows. It's the Colorado River. Looks like we have 6 minutes and just less than 5 miles left. Everything's good. Well, we're definitely not the only RV over here. And we are at destination. Well, we have arrived. Gotta find us a good little space to park in. This looks good as any, huh? So now it's time to park, hop in the van, and head down to Mexico. Into the van, dropped off the RV. I'm on the cell phone now. Sorry about that, guys. It's gonna be a little shaky now. Letting the camera charge. And we're headed for Mexico. Into the parking lot. Now that we're here at the border. You got to pay to park here, and then you can just walk across the border instead of driving in. Dropped off the van in the parking lot, and now we're heading into Mexico. It costs $6 to park here, so we're gonna walk in now. So I'll see you in Mexico. We're right over there is the border. We're getting ready to cross. Catalina's talking to a guy that had noted a price on a crown as we were going by. She's gonna need a crown here in the future.
si yo alguna vez te he dejado de adorar y amar, espejo de mi corazón, las veces que me has visto llorar.
The tacos were super good.
Oh, we're waiting for our friends. So.
I suggest them for sure. Well, I was going to go ahead and have us head out of Algadones tonight, straight over to San Diego. But looking at what's going on in the pass, going over the mountains, I don't think that's a good idea. Looks like we'll go ahead and stay the night here, and I'll head off and do some video editing. Got the Kodiak charging away, so I can run around and be mobile and have power anywhere. I'm gonna go ahead and run it and charge the camera here so that I have a full charge. I can charge this Kodiak while I'm using it. Get out there, connect with people, live your big story, and make sure you do something every single day to reduce world suck. Peace, guys.
It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I tell you all about it when I see you again. We come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all